Is we good? I gotta say it one more time. Is we good? Is we live? Because ooh, this is gonna be a great show. This is gonna be a great podcast, real quick. It's gonna be a beautiful one too. If I may myself, those of you guys, we live, baby, we live, yo. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Great Picture here. DJP back here with another episode of Patriot Keys. Ooh, bars for you guys, fast, real quick. I am a Patriot fan. Let me go ahead and change the title. It's not week 10. We are in week 12. That's how long it's been since I have done a Patriot Keys. Week 10, we had a bye. Week 11, I didn't have time. And I wanted to do something before the game, but I didn't have time either. But yeah, man, we live. Let's just get into the game. So going into the game, Tom Brady needed about 57 yards to be the sixth person, I believe, fifth or sixth person in NFL history to reach 60,000 pass yards with Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, and Drew Brees. So he's the fifth player to reach 60,000. So he did that this game. And also going into this game, he was hurt. He was hobbled with the injury that he received, I believe, in the San Francisco game. So I didn't know how big of a factor that was going to play into that. And then we had Gronkowski, who's returning with his punctured lung, but he got hurt with an injury. And so he left the game. Bennett was hurt going into this game. And Brady, one went away from tying Peyton Manning to going 200 wins, being the only two quarterback with 2 wins. So so let's just go ahead and talk about this game. So first off, let's talk about how the Patriots won 22-17. Was a hard-fought win, but I'm just happy to see the defense finally showed up this game. I already know the trolls going to be in the comment section, so I am not tripping. Shout out to KiDDaGamer who's coming here just for the trolls, man. Trolling all game. But we all know football guys always watching. So I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. But first off, you see the title, defense showdown. Let's just get an overview of the whole game before I get into the review. So the defense, I came into the game because I was running late. I was trying to get back to my dorm from Thanksgiving break. And I missed like the first beginning of the game. I saw like the end of the first quarter. I saw when the Jets scored that touchdown drive with Brandon Marshall, Moss, Malcolm Butler. I did see that from there on. I saw the game, but anything happened before then, I wouldn't know. Jabal Sheard, another storyline coming to this game, who has been benched. He was our starting pass rusher. He was our defensive tackle last year. It was hoping to get pressure with him and Chandler Jones. Then with that trade, we traded Chandler Jones. We thought he could be the pass rusher on the edge. Has been working out. He hasn't even been doing good run blocking. So after that, we benched him for a couple games. Like I said, I don't even realize we'd be benching people. I'd just be like, the defense just looks ashamed together. And so I've been seeing more Trey Flowers, but I didn't know what exactly happened to Shear. I thought he was just they were just running different schemes. But Shear got benched. And then with the 49er game, he didn't even make the trip because Belichick told him to sit his ass down. Don't make the trip because you playing like trash. So there's that with Shear. So Shear, he did okay for what I saw. He did okay. Trey Flowers is a better pass rusher, seems like, on that edge. So, maybe we put Shear back at defensive tackle. Maybe that can wake him up, but hopefully anyway, Shear did okay. Coming in, the defense played well, like I said. Forced the turnover to turn momentum around because he was down 10-0, down 10-3. I think it was 10-3. No, I'm sorry, it was 10-0, and then Butler forced that fumble to get that to turn us around. And I'm right. It was 10-3. It was 10-3. We was down 10-3. Butler forced the fumble. Peanut punched it out as he got beat. And as I was yelling to say Butler got beat, It's called Brady play like guard. Liam, I'll get to that. Shout out to all the Packer fans. Shout out to all the kids, subscribers, all the Packer fans coming in there, bro. Shout out to them. I'll get more into Brady's play, talk about it, but like the time of the game changed. Butler forced that fumble from their wide receiver. That changed the momentum. And then we had a block field goal before halftime. We missed the field goal going into halftime. This Gotskowski, man, I don't know. Belichick don't play that shit, bro. He might go in a year or two. Hashtag we miss MVP for real. So I thought it was gonna play a factor in that. And then defense showed up after Brady does what Brady does, what a GOAT does, drives down the field in like a minute or two, just boom, boom, boom. Brady was out there throwing dots on that last drive. If I could find the drive summary for that, let me look that up. Because if I could find the drive summary for that, I think Brady was perfect. I might have had one incompletion on that drive, if I'm not mistaken. But besides that, Brady was throwing dots, throwing missiles, if I should say so myself. So we did that. Then the defense shows up. Chris Long forces the strip sack, and Trey Flowers is there to pick it up. And then LeGarrette Blount, we run about 3 times, and then he seals the game, getting the first down. So yeah, man, that was pretty much the overview of the game. But let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's get into the breakdown. I'm trying to figure out that drive that it went. Actually, it was 3 minutes. It took. It seemed fast because Brady was out there just doing minutes. All right, am I back? Can you hear me? I don't know what the hell happened. Google on some shit. All right, I'm back. I don't know what happened. No, I ain't no RP stream. Google out here playing. I don't know. Google don't like me talking about Patriots, but I ain't gonna let them hate. But yeah, Brady was out here playing like trash man. Except if it wasn't for that game winning drive, D plus C minus. But again, he was throwing dots. Like I said, a couple throws for Aaron. But let's talk about. So if I had to talk about Brady, I'm going to give him a C on this game. Again, I did say he was MVP first 4 games, but he's starting to slow down. And I'm backing up for that MVP discussion. He's still a candidate, don't get me wrong, but as the lead MVP, I would not give it to Tom Brady, even though he played a decent game today. Like I said, decent. If it's sub-elite quarterback, if it's outside the top 3, top 4 quarterbacks, this is a pretty above-average game, but for Brady standards and how he was looking during this game and just how we know how we can react. Nah, bro, this is a below average game, so C game for him. Anyway, let's talk about the run game. Let's talk about this run game that we had. We didn't really run the ball much. Only ran the ball 17 times. It seemed like I think we ran a little bit more. Let me check real quick. But we didn't run that much, bro. I mean, Brady. That I don't even count Brady as because he barely ran. Deion Lewis, he did have that 15-yard scamper, but he was getting stuff in the backfield majority of the time. We was getting stuff in the backfield majority of the time. Look at LeGarrette Blount, 11 carries, 67 yards. He did have a 23-yard run at the end of the game to seal it. So take that away. You got 10 carries for 44 yards. It's 4.4 yards carry. Not bad, but it seemed like, I mean, LeGarrette Blount, I mean, he the type of dude to keep hitting you all game, and then he'll get that breakout run at the end of the game. So, I mean, I'm just used to getting LeGarrette Blount. He's just there just to try to take the win out of you, pause if needed. Deion Lewis, again, was getting stuffed in the backfield. We're seeing a lot more of Deion Lewis, though. I will say that. We are seeing a lot more of Deion Lewis now. And so the running backs, I'm going to have to give him, because Deion Lewis had 34 yards on the receiving. James White had 22 yards. But speaking of James White, this boneheaded play that could have cost us the game after Brady drives down the field. 22-17. Go for two, right? We do a jet sweep with James White. Now, it looks like he's going to beat him to the edge, in which he does. But it's like he walks into the end zone without extending the ball. Like he walks in with his right arm first, and the ball's in his left arm, and he doesn't extend for the pylon. Like everybody knows, even when think you're in the end zone, you extend for that pylon. And that almost cost us the game right there, because had they came down and scored a touchdown, that is 23-22 ball game right there. That's a stupid mistake by James White. So, I mean, it didn't cost us. I'm not gonna knock him, but in that situation, James, you gotta learn just to extend the ball. Even if you think you in, just extend the ball. Extend. All right. So that was just stupid mistake on James White. Again, mental errors, man. Mental errors are around all. And I'm glad that right now, in terms of, we're not declining really. We were up sky high with Brady, but it's like we're making mistakes now. I don't want to see us making mistakes like 3-4 weeks down the line. Like that's when we start making mistakes going into the playoffs. But it seems like we're making our mistakes now. Like we're so high. I don't think we peaked early, but I think we're coming down just to earth a little bit. And I feel like once we figure out our identity and our defense and everything, we will peak and we'll be good. So, like I said, running backs, I'm gonna give them a B on this game. I'm gonna give them a B, B minus. Wasn't just good game for them. They didn't really cost us besides James White. No touchdowns for them. But let's talk about the receivers, yo. So I'm also talking about the Titans in this one because Titans gonna be real quick. Bennett is hurt. He is hobbled with that ankle injury since Burfict's dirty hit. That was like week 5, I think. Week 5, week 6. Week 6 actually. So for 6 weeks, he's been hobbled with that ankle injury. And we need his first round bye. And I feel like if we can clinch it by week 17, hopefully week 16, we don't look like that. But if we can clinch a first round bye by week 16, week 17, Bennett gonna get shut down for a couple weeks. So Bennett's hobbled with the ankle injury. Gronk comes back with a punctured lung, but gets hurt on a from his back, I guess, falling. Maybe the lung is already hurt, and when he fell on his back, listen, I don't know, man. Gronkowski gets hurt every year, man. I expect it. So I think he's probably. I think hopefully it's not serious. I really hope it's not serious because he did have a back injury earlier in the year. That's why he was also kept out. So I feel like he's going to sit out next game. Might sit out against the Ravens, damn sure, because you know how they always want to hit. They even want to play dirty against us. So I'll see him against the Bronco game for sure. I'm just looking at some more stats. Yeah, all right. Sorry, I got sidetracked looking at these stats. So tight ends, I'm giving them I'm not even gonna count them because they hurt. They just decoys at this point. Tight ends is decoys. Let's talk about the wide receivers. Edelman, 8 receptions, 83 yards. Chris Hogan, 7-11 on a key 25-yard third down conversion. I don't think it was third round. It was actually second down or first down on the last drive. 25-yard, wide open down the middle. 7-11, always open. He had a crucial catch. And then Malcolm Mitchell, the rookie, a.k.a. Money Mitch. That's his new nickname, Money Mitch. Malcolm Mitchell, the rookie. and 2 touchdowns, man. Yo, my boy, shout out to Markel the Great, man. He was talking about Malcolm Mitchell since he got drafted. Like when we used to talk about Patriots, every time we talked about offense, it'd be like Malcolm Mitchell, Malcolm Mitchell, Malcolm Mitchell. And every time I see number 19, it makes me think of Brandon LaFell. And so I'd be like, I'd be like Brandon LaFell. It got a bad taste in it all. So I didn't think much of Malcolm Mitchell. He did go to Georgia SEC school, 4th round pick that we got from the Chandler Jones trade. Yes, when we traded Chandler Jones, they gave us a 4th round pick, and we ended up using that on getting Malcolm Mitchell. So, hey, shout out to Bill Belichick and getting that trade. But yeah, man, Money Mitch, man. Money Mitch, man. That's what I say. Yes, Money Mitch. Because the past couple of games, Mitchell has been it. Like, it just say kind of That's what I'm saying, bro. Money Mitch, bro. That's his new nickname because he making plays. He did have a drop that should have been a catch, a dive for it. He got to make that catch. He was held a little bit, but still, ball hit your hands. You got to wrap up and make that catch. But again, he had that beastly of a catch. Like I think what we found finally is, not saying he's Randy Moss, but since Randy Moss, we haven't had a big receiver, like a throw it up, go get it receiver. And he's not even big. He's only 5'11", but he plays like taller than what he actually is. So between Mitchell, we finally found a guy who we can, I guess, throw it up and just a black route runner who can throw it up and go get it. Because he's not tall. He plays taller than what he is. Like I said, he's only 5'11", but he feels like he's 6'2". Malcolm Mitchell, I really do like that pick. See, look at him. Look at him. Look, kid. Look at this. I'm saying, since Randy Moss, we haven't had a black wide receiver, let alone a black guy who we can try to throw it up and go get it. Because they was trying to throw it up to him this game. And like I said, a quick guy. Like I said, he just does everything right. Like, it's just something about Mitchell that just is real. He is another deep threat. With Chris Hogan that can. But besides Chris Hogan, I mean, Malcolm Mitchell can jump out the roof. He can go get it. So let's talk about the wide receivers. Wide receivers, I'm giving the wide receivers an 8- this game because they balled out. That was the reason why we won this game, besides the defense. But let's talk about the defense. Actually, let's talk about kicking real quick. A lot of people don't want to talk about this, but Brian Allen, I'm going to give him a B+, 43, averaging 43 yards per punt, inside the 21-time, 55-yard one. So I'm giving him I'm just going to give him a C+ because, I mean, it wasn't irrelevant. C+, whatever. Gostkowski, my nigga, my fam. Yo ass might be Blair Walsh 2.0. A year and a half. Here's the thing about Gostkowski. I feel like in the playoffs, like I have a feeling he's going to come up clutch. But I can't say I don't believe. I just have a feeling that it's gonna be one game where Gostkowski's gonna be like 60-yarder, 50-yard. I'm waiting for that. Gostkowski. Where you at? But Gostkowski, man. Oh yeah, we all know Brady made Chris Hogan. Let me look at the chat. Brady made Chris Hogan. We know this. Yeah, Sunday night coming up. About to wrap this up. Yeah, we all know Brady made Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan was nobody for the Bills, but Tom Brady using his strength, him and Bill Belichick and McDaniel. So let's go ahead and talk about the defense now. Shout out to the defense. It feels good to have a defense, man. I don't know if y'all can relate to having a defense, people in the chat, but it's nice to have a defense that can only hold a new one. Start to trolling. Let me get this out of the way. A new one had a hell of a catch in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. But that was perfect coverage. Like, Malcolm Butler forced him to the smallest part of the top right corner of the end zone, and Anua was able to get 1 feet down, fall just between the cracks before another body part falls in the bounce. So that's just a great catch, great coverage of Butler. And then Brandon Marshall, that's just a mismatch waiting to happen. Even though Butler's such a great corner, when you have that tall receiver, good receiver, Brandon Marshall versus Malcolm Butler, and it's a jump ball. Sometimes the wide receiver goes get it off of size. So that's why after that play, I was like, they should switch Eric Rowe, who is like a 6'2", 6'3" corner. And that's exactly what he did. And Brandon Marshall was pretty much held in check after that. So when it comes to that, like I said, in the Super Bowl, Chris Matthews, I don't think he wasn't cooking Butler, I don't think. Because Butler was barely in the game for real. But he was cooking I want to say it was maybe it might have even been Revis or somebody else, but he was cooking them. And when they put a guy who can match up sides for sides on him, then they shut him down. That's good job. Defense though, they only had I think 2 sacks today, so they didn't do much. They were, I'm sorry, 1 sack, but that 1 sack was at the end of the game. Chris Long, who hasn't really done anything. I mean, probably just a locker room presence, but hasn't really done anything. Goes in there in clutch time, forces the fumble on Ryan Fitzpatrick. Trey Flowers picks it up, and again, I cannot talk more about how Malcolm Butler changed the game again with that fumble. That was the turning point of this game. Malcolm Butler is that dude. Potsy, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we're going. We just gonna remove that comment. Yeah, yeah, man, bro. Malcolm Butler, man, is that dude, bro? A near elite, just a sub elite cornerback again, leading the league at pass deflection. People always picking on him, man, and sometimes he gives up a touchdown. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he give him a touchdown. Sometimes he might get cooked on the play. But hey, and not everybody is a great cornerback like that, like a Deion Sanders or a Sherman or whatever. Even Sherman gets beat. So Malcolm Butler, he's playing outstanding. Like I said, that fumble forced to change the game. So if I had to give the defense credit, I'm gonna give the defense an A. 17 points. They blocked the kick, got 2 forced fumbles, covered both of them. Thank goodness. And they were the turning point to the game each time. The forced fumble made us tie the game, but the block kick made sure that it gave us a chance to take the lead going into halftime. So they didn't have lead going into halftime, and that forced fumble was the way to help us end the game. So each of those turnovers from defensive special teams was the turning point in the game. So listen, it was a great game for the defense. Offense played like trash, but I feel like there's more so injuries, but injuries are part of the game. So I ain't really gonna use that excuse. I think we just gotta do better. Got to get to a faster start, I should say. Because we were 4-14 on third down. Yeah, you're not going to win games like that. Only 377 total yards. Again, for the Patriots standard, for my standards, that's not good. So we just got to play better on doing that. But it was a crucial point. Let's talk about just a regular game. 4th and 4. Instead of going for a 55-yard field goal down by 4, Belichick decided to go for it and did a flat route sweep feet. And he extended it for the pylon to get the first down for that time. And then we ended up kicking the field goal later down in that game. I believe that was when we kicked the field goal. Yeah, that's when we kicked the field goal, man. It was crazy. Yeah, so we kicked the field goal later on. But instead of kicking the 54-yard field goal, they went for it on 2. And I feel like has Gostkowski, maybe also because New York is a hard place to kick. I know maybe if Gostkowski wasn't struggling like he was, maybe we would have kicked the field goal from there. But we doing crazy things. So let's just see what the chat is talking about. Wait, Xenoverse. What are we doing here? What are we doing, Xenoverse? What are we talking about? What NFL we talking Xenoverse? But yeah, anything you guys want to talk about besides Xenoverse? You want to talk about the game or any other thing football related? I'll hold questions for like a couple minutes. Then I'll get out of here. Shout out to the one dislike in the stream. Appreciate you a lot. Pete, make sure you guys do hit the like button, share this with your friends. But yeah, y'all, right into 16th consecutive year of us having a winning season. 16 straight, man. Having a winning season. It's nice. It's nice. It's real nice. It's real nice to have that. Don't want to talk about the weak ass Patriots. All right, kid. I guess since the way we talk about the Patriots, I guess I'll leave. I guess I'll stop the show. All right, y'all. Catch y'all later.